this helps everybody with better communication, better usage of using Ouija boards. Because I see a lot of people are struggling with Ouija boards, a lot of questions. So here it goes. So anyway, Spirit Board Hangman, as above, so below. You require players 1 to 4, observers as many as you dare. And this is the complete player's guide, as you can see, created by Dark Water Paranormal. It's not recommended for anybody under the age of 18. So we've got the table of contents. I'll just go through that quickly with you. It's about Spirit Board Hangman, what you will need, how to play, advice on playing, and then contact info. So about Spirit Board Hangman, in early 2019, I made a decision to find undeniable proof of spirit communication using different methods. Spirit Board Hangman has taken over 2 years of research and practice to get to this stage, and it is no longer a game. I first started with a Ouija boards and a scrying board. Soon I added an incantation, which took time to develop and get right, but still communication was not consistent. So I started to add sigils from grimoires and also the elements. The game the game of Hangman was then added to allow for the unknown to be known. The reason for this is because most of the time, if you really want to find out if you are dealing with a true spirit and not somebody playing with the planchette or trying to pull the wool over your eyes, then always ask a question on what they could not know. So that's why I introduced in the game of Hangman. Hangman, the game itself, comes from a time when criminals were sentenced to death by hanging, but they could demand the right of words and life. 5 wrong guesses and the criminal was hung. Spirit Board Hangman was created combining this old game of Hangman with the use of Ouija boards and the practice of witchcraft to prove that spirits or entities exist and that they can in fact communicate with us. One thing that is very important also is that the more you play, the more will be revealed. So what will you need? You will need the Hangman Spirit Board, which is a Ouija board. You will also need a Hangman Sigil and a Scrying board. You will also then need an envelope with paper and a pen, and then the Hangman Sigil candle. So how to play? You should wait for darkness and gather in a quiet place. Light the candles, and begin with deep breaths and closed eyes. In other words, you should meditate before this to calm your mind and to concentrate on what you are actually trying to achieve. Then you light the sigil candle, recite the incantation on the back of the Hangman Spirit Board game, Spirit Board times 3. It must be 3 times and as clear as possible and with conviction, as they say. Place the Spirit Board on a flat surface with a planchette circle over the Hangman Sigil on the board. Then in your mind, decide on an unknown Hangman word. Write this word on a piece of paper and place it in an envelope, then seal it. Make sure that the other players, if you're playing with other players, that they do not see it. This way it eliminates, again, trickery from the other players. Draw horizontal lines on the scrying board, matching the number of the letters of your word, like that. And then take a color printed Hangman Sigil and roll it up like a tube. Light the rolled sigil and place it into a suitable vessel to completely burn. It's just a fire precaution. Then while the sigil is burning, recite the sigil incantation times 3. Again, 3 is very important. Clear and distinctly. All players must then place one finger lightly on the planchette, then only one player to open with. Hello, we invite you to play with us. Repeat this as required or when the planchette is actually moving. Once communication is achieved, only one player is to speak with the spirits, And then below rules need to be observed and followed and enforced at all times. That is, protect yourself before, during, and after the game. Remember to do this with respect, and also to close any session with goodbye. Every time the planchette is then moved over a letter from your word, write that letter on the corresponding line on your scrying board. If none are found, add the body parts to the hangman as above. You can see over there, you start with the head, the arms, the torso, and so on. Once the complete word is pointed out, open the envelope to show Spirit they got the word. Thank the spirits for playing your Spirit board hangman game. End the game, moving the planchette over to goodbye. If at any stage you wish to finish the game, only thank the spirit and say goodbye, moving the planchette to the goodbye position. Then with your candle, make sure that you snuff your hangman sigil candle. Do not blow it out. That is using one element against another. So rather snuff it out and then perform a cleansing using the appropriate incense. So just some advice on playing. In the beginning, not every game will yield results. Start off with easy words that are not more than 4 to 6 letters in length. Always do this with the utmost respect and do not mock. Once you have finished the game with or without answers to your hangman word, you can still continue to communication with the spirit. Meditation before the game is key to good communication. Setting up as close as possible to a seance is advisable, such as dim light and candles. Do not ask questions that you truly do not want an answer on. Always obey the 3 rules when playing this game. This cannot be stressed enough. And then also we have started using our favorite application as an added audible response in the game. These results have definitely taken our experience to a new level. So then finally, it's just if you would like to get hold of the incantations or the sigil, you can contact me through our website at darkwaterparanormal.co.za, or you can info me at darkwaterparanormal.co.za. Disclaimer: Darkwater Paranormal and the creators of Spirit Board Hangman accept no liability claims, natural or unnatural, in any shape, form, medium, or nature, and all players and observers do so entirely at their own risk. Other than that, I hope you enjoy, and remember, the more you do this, the better your results will be.